It is 95 degrees outside. Your air conditioner is humming, and you are sweating just looking through the window pane. And your dog, he, is stretched out flat on the concrete patio in direct blazing sunlight. His eyes are half closed. His fur is radiating heat, and he looks more relaxed than you have felt all week. Most owners look at this and think their dog has lost his mind. We call them inside, drag them into the shade, and wonder if something is wrong, but nothing is wrong with him. Your dog knows exactly what he is doing. Welcome to Perfect Relaxation. Today, we are decoding the fascinating neurobiology, cellular therapy, and ancient survival instincts behind why dogs seek out direct sunlight. By the end of this video, you will understand the complex biological program running beneath your dog's warm fur. You watch your dog lie down in a bright patch of sunlight on the rug. Within 60 seconds, his breathing slows, his facial muscles loosen, and he enters a state of serene, almost meditative relaxation. Most people assume dogs sunbathe simply because they like warmth. While temperature is a factor, the primary driver begins deep inside the canine brain. When solar radiation penetrates a dog's coat and warms the skin, it triggers a cascade of neurochemical reactions through the hypothalamic pituitary axis. Solar exposure stimulates the rapid production of serotonin, the brain's primary mood-regulating neurotransmitter, responsible for feelings of calm, contentment, and emotional stability. Simultaneously, thermal radiation prompts the pituitary gland to release beta endorphins, nature's internal feel-good compounds that act as natural stress relievers. When your dog lies in the sun, he is not just idling, he is actively self-regulating his neurochemistry, using natural light to balance his mood, soothe his central nervous system, and dissolve daily tension. It is a biological recharge that elevates his emotional well-being at a cellular level. Allow your dog access to natural sunlight indoors by opening curtains and blinds during morning hours. Creating dedicated sunny resting spots inside the house allows them to access this neurochemical boost safely without exposure to extreme outdoor heat. He is not being lazy out on the patio. He is scientifically tuning his brain chemistry to a state of pure, natural peace. You notice that on days when your dog spends quality time lounging in natural daylight, he sleeps far more peacefully at night, resting deeply, without the nighttime pacing or restlessness that occasionally disrupts his sleep. Natural sunlight is the primary environmental cue that regulates the canine master biological clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, located within the hypothalamus. When bright natural light enters your dog's eyes and penetrates his skin during the day, it suppresses the daytime production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for inducing drowsiness. Suppressing melatonin during daylight hours sends a clear neurological signal to his body that it is time to be awake, alert, and active. This daytime suppression creates a biological contrast. When the sun goes down, his pineal gland responds by triggering a clean, robust surge of melatonin at night. Dogs that receive regular natural sunlight during the day demonstrate significantly better sleep architecture, experiencing higher proportions of deep REM sleep and far lower rates of nocturnal restlessness. The sun is quite literally setting his internal clock, ensuring his night is as restorative as his day. Ensure your dog receives at least 15 to 20 minutes of natural outdoor daylight before noon each day. Morning sunlight provides the optimal spectral light necessary to entrain his biological clock for a restful night's sleep. He is charging his internal battery under the sun so that when night falls, his mind can rest in unbroken, tranquil sleep. Your senior dog, who usually moves with a bit of morning stiffness, intentionally seeks out the hottest patch of sunlight on the wooden deck. He stretches out his legs, rests his chin on his paws, and stays there for 20 minutes, rising afterward with a noticeably smoother, lighter stride. As dogs cross the age threshold of 7 years, the vast majority begin to develop varying degrees of joint wear, low-grade inflammation, or early stiffness. Direct sunlight provides a natural form of infrared and thermal therapy. As heat penetrates deep into muscle tissue and joint capsules, it triggers vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels. Vasodilation increases localized blood flow, surging fresh oxygen and nutrient-rich plasma into stiff joints, while helping flush away metabolic waste products that cause discomfort.
The heat relaxes tight tendons and increases joint fluid flexibility.
When your older dog seeks out the sunniest spot on a warm day, he is executing self-directed thermal therapy. He knows where his body aches, and his instincts guide him directly to nature's oldest heating pad. For senior dogs, place thick, supportive orthopedic beds directly in the path of indoor sunny spots. This combines pressure point relief with thermal heat therapy, maximizing their physical comfort without exposing them to extreme weather. He is not confused by the summer heat. He is a wise old soul, using the natural warmth of the sun to soothe his weary joints. Even when provided with a shaded porch or an air-conditioned room, your dog deliberately chooses to lie out in the open sun, ignoring the cool shade entirely for 30 minutes at a time. To understand this choice, we must look back thousands of years into canine evolutionary biology. A domestic dog's baseline body temperature sits between 99.5 degrees and 102 degrees Fahrenheit, significantly higher than a human's baseline. Because their core metabolic engine runs hotter, maintaining body heat requires a continuous expenditure of metabolic calories. In the wild, ancestral canines had to conserve every calorie for hunting and survival. Resting in direct sunlight allowed wild dogs to maintain their high core temperature with zero metabolic cost, saving vital energy for survival. Furthermore, solar warmth served a hygiene purpose in nature, drying damp fur to prevent fungal infections and discouraging skin parasites that thrive in cool, damp environments. Your dog no longer needs to hunt for survival, but that ancient evolutionary blueprint remains active in his DNA. When he lies in the sun, he is responding to a deep biological drive that equates solar warmth with safety, health, and energy conservation. Respect his natural drive to bask, but maintain oversight. Recognize that his instincts pull him toward warmth, while relying on you to manage the modern environmental risks, like hot pavement or concrete. He is following an ancient survival song written into his DNA by wild ancestors who knew that sunlight meant life and security. After spending 20 minutes sunbathing on the grass, your dog sits up, stretches, and begins to thoroughly lick and groom his fur, running his tongue along his back and legs with deliberate care. There is a widespread misconception that dogs absorb vitamin D through their skin in the exact same way humans do. However, canine photobiology works quite differently. Because dogs possess dense fur coats and lack the specific skin pathways to absorb vitamin D directly through the dermis, their bodies utilize a unique external synthesis process. When sunlight hits your dog's coat, ultraviolet rays react with natural skin oils known as sebum, secreted by the sebaceous glands at the base of their hair follicles. This solar reaction converts compounds in the sebum into vitamin D3 directly on the surface of their fur. When your dog grooms himself after a sunbathing session, he ingests this synthesized vitamin D3 orally, absorbing the essential nutrient through his digestive tract. Sunbathing is not just about heat. It is an intricate biological process for synthesizing vital nutrients and maintaining coat health. Avoid overbathing your dog with harsh stripping shampoos that remove natural skin oils. Preserving his natural sebum layer allows his coat to synthesize essential nutrients and maintain its natural protective barrier. Nature designed an intricate ecosystem right on his coat, where sunlight, natural oils, and grooming work in perfect harmony to keep him healthy. Close your eyes for a moment, just a moment. Imagine living in a body that feels every shift in temperature as a deep biological signal. You do not think about schedules or hot summer weather. You only feel the golden warmth soaking through your thick coat, seeping deep into your muscles, and soothing every quiet ache inside your joints. You feel the tension melt out of your shoulders as the sunlight fills your central nervous system with a quiet, heavy peace. The world outside grows soft and still. That is your dog. Every time he lies beneath the sun, your dog is lying in the sun, but now his tongue is hanging long. His breathing has turned into rapid, shallow panting, and his gums look bright pink. He seems reluctant to move, even though his fur feels hot to the touch. While sunbathing offers profound biological benefits, canine thermoregulation has strict physical limits. Unlike humans, who possess sweat glands across their entire body to cool down through evaporation, dogs possess sweat glands primarily in their paw pads. Their primary cooling mechanism is panting, exchanging hot internal air for cooler outside air across the moist surfaces of their tongue and respiratory tract. When ambient outdoor temperatures approach or exceed a dog's core body temperature, panting becomes significantly less effective. Furthermore, Modern environments present hazards that wild ancestors never faced. Heat-retaining concrete patios, dark asphalt driveway surfaces, and enclosed yards devoid of natural air breeze. Recognizing the early signs of thermal overload, excessive drooling, bright red gums, heavy, uncoordinated panting, or lethargy is critical to preventing hyperthermia. Follow the safe sunbathing protocol. Limit direct outdoor sunbathing sessions between 10 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon during peak summer months. Encourage sunbathing during early morning or late afternoon hours. Test outdoor patio surfaces with the back of your bare hand for 7 seconds.
If it feels uncomfortably hot to your skin, it is too hot for your dog's paws and body.
Always ensure fresh, cool water is available, and verify that your dog has unimpeded access to shaded, ventilated areas or an open door back into air-conditioned indoor spaces. He has the instinct to seek the sun, but he relies on your intelligence to keep him safe when nature meets the modern world. Think about the extraordinary biological wisdom at work when your dog steps into the sun. He is not being reckless when he lies in the summer heat. He is boosting his serotonin to regulate his mood. He is suppressing daytime melatonin to guarantee deep nighttime sleep. He is using thermal energy to soothe stiff joints and ease deep muscle tension. He is following an ancient survival blueprint written into his DNA by wild ancestors, and he is synthesizing vital nutrients right on his natural coat. Your dog is a creature connected to the natural rhythms of the earth in ways humans have largely forgotten. So the next time you see him stretched out in a golden beam of sunlight, pause, smile check to make sure he has shade and fresh water nearby, and let him enjoy his solar recharge. If this video helped you understand your dog a little deeper today, please subscribe to Perfect Relaxation. Every week, we decode another piece of your dog's silent language, not to judge, not to lecture, but to help you hear what they have been saying all along. This is Perfect Relaxation. We will see you next week.